Tinky Winky,
Tinky Winky,
Dipsy,
Dipsy,
La La, Ho, Teletubbies, Teletubbies, say hello!
And there you have it. We've been warmly welcomed by the Teletubbies. Good afternoon, Dill.
Hello, Palmer.
Have we given up with life yet?
Well, it is 20 degrees on a Sunday at the end of August, so we're not doing too bad.
Well, it could be worse. It could be 40, I suppose.
I really worry about this meeting because on an evening Oxford is dusty, so I've now as though it's going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when the sun is blaring down.
If I was to hazard a guess,
Dusty?
it might get dusty.
No way.
But you never know.
We're back with at least one more this week, possibly two after today, but we're on a good little run at the moment.
Speak for yourself. Wish I don't run.
It's true. Should we have a look at the two teams? I'll let you have Oxford, just because I know you like Oxford so much.
Thanks,
No
mate.
problem.
So, riding for the Oxford Chargers, not the Cheetahs, the Chargers. At number 1 is Jodie Scott, probably the busiest rider in British Speedway at the moment. At number 2 is Senna Summers. At number 3 is Harry Fletcher. Ashton Vale rides at number 4. Grandad Dower Richings rides at number 5. At number 6 is a guest, Emerson Betty. And at number 7 is Max Broadhurst. Have you got a man to watch and why?
I'm going to go for the really boring option here. It's got to be Jodie. He's the best rider in the league. He knows Oxford inside out. And with all due respect to Morley and Freddie Hodder in particular, Jodie Scott shouldn't be getting anything less than a maximum here this afternoon.
So you're going to bloody kill me for this. But my man to watch is going to be Harry Fletcher. He's just come on leaps and bounds in National League this year, and I think a 7.5 average from a 2 is proof in the pudding. All pudding.
And for the Lion Cubs of Leicestershire, who raced their first away meeting of the season today, the 23rd of August, their first away fixture of the season, due to rain-offs and stuff. Number 7, returning from injury, is a rider that me and Palmer know very well indeed, Seth Norman. Eli Meadows rides at number 6, Freddie Hodder goes at 5, D&D Media sponsored rider, Ryan Ingram rides at 4. It's rider replacement now for Max Perry at 3, who's withdrawn from the meeting after pulling out last night for his championship club. Tom Spencer rides at number 2, and another D&D Media affiliated rider at number 1 in Ben Morley. Palmer, have you got a cub to watch?
I'm going to go for a boring option for us. I'm going for young Seth. I think of the of the 4 reserves on show today, I think Seth's the one that's probably shown more progression over the course of the year, and I don't think his injury setback that he's had for the last 6 weeks or whatever it's been is going to affect him, to be honest.
I'm going to say the same. I think Seth, as you said, is the best of the reserves on show today. His form was really starting to click on as well when he got injured, but with the way the fixtures are fell, he hasn't actually missed a meeting for the Cubs. And if he can pick up his form where he left off before the injury, I think he's absolutely going to powerhouse that reserve position tonight or today. Referee, for Christ's sake, I've just seen who the ref is.
It's David Waters this evening.
Fucking hell, settle in, pal, we're going to be here for a while.
I'll tell you what though, right? There is one referee that I didn't really like because he was a bit of a shit one, but having spoke to him on Friday, he's actually alright.
Who's that?
Simon Humphrey Kennett. So he was talking to Capesy in the pits at Scunny on Friday before Capesy shouted me over because what was he talk? We was talking about upcoming meetings. And Simon Humphrey Kennett's got the pairs at Poole in a couple of weeks. And I got talking and said, I might watch it on the TV. Beth's worth a wank, you know how it is. And Yeah, and then we just got having a bit of a chinwag about that, really. Decent bloke.
Fair play.
He said Scuddy's chips were alright as well.
I ain't never tried chips from your place. I feel like it's a must. I need to go down to Scunny next year again. It's been too long.
To be fair, Bush, I won't bother trying our chips. They're just frozen ones, been chucked in a deep fat fryer.
Man.
Frozen ones for buckers.
Bookers. Even the starts on this track look really slick. This is going to be I already get the feeling this is going to be a difficult watch.
No, them starts just look like Scunny, just a little bit drier.
They look very slick indeed. Do you have a prediction for the score on this one?
I believe I do. I think Leicester are going to win. And I believe we're going to win 47-43, if I remember right.
And I have gone for Leicester to win as well. I've got Leicester winning by 8 points, which would equate to a 48-41 or something of the sort. Me deciding to pick by points rather than an actual score really helped me in our predictions league last week, because I had one that I'd predicted by X amount. It was the one that got rained off. It was Sheffield. And the score was by that amount. So although I hadn't gone for a full-time score, I'd had it by that amount of points. So I got the 5 points for it.
Yeah, Sheffield got rained off the other day, didn't it?
Yeah, it got called off after 13, didn't it?
I really need to remember what meetings I've been to and what I haven't been to.
Oh, God.
I watch a lot of this silly little sport that we love and adore so much. And you just forget what meetings you've been to and what meetings you haven't. And
the Centre Green presenter's trying to bore Jody to sleep. He's been talking to her for the last 5 minutes. Ben Morley's playing rock, paper, scissors with himself.
It's a nice little game to play with yourself, to be fair. I do it a bit at work.
I wonder if Morley's going to get 4 minutes to rabbit on like Jody just had, or whether Morley will get about 30 seconds.
He might get 29.9 seconds, I think.
If you're watching us on this fine Sunday afternoon talking SH1T on the internet about Speedway, get comments. We've got 4 people watching at the minute. Comments and stuff like that, and filler really does it. Morley literally got about 20 seconds. Jesus Christ.
Somebody wants to tell Jody how to actually flip a coin, it'd be appreciated, because that was a proper well-won throw.
I think Morley took 1 and 3.
Who knows?
I can't believe that. Jody got minutes, Morley got seconds.
Favouritism, wouldn't have that at Scunny.
I wonder who their Centre Green presenter is. We'll have to get on to him.
Yeah, from what I've heard, he's a bit of a knob.
I've heard that too.
Excellent.
At least Wingram's knackers are okay today.
Well, you'd like to think so.
I saw the video of his little crash. That looked painful.
Yeah, he was down for a while, to be fair. I was quite concerned he'd done a shoulder or something, but he wakes up and says, I've done my fucking knackers. And
He ain't had much luck lately, has he, Wingram? His van broke the other week, and he's been using other people's kindness to help get into meetings.
No, it's not had the best of runs at the minute, but you know, hopefully this is just a little blip before the big end of season playoffs.
Yeah. Are you lot there now? Is that confirmed?
Not mathematically, because if Redcar win their last 2 meetings and take the bonus points, and they end up on equal points with us. So as much as I love Redcar, I hope they stick for the next 2 meetings.
Berwick got Edinburgh in last night, didn't they, by beating Redcar?
Yes. Yeah, I think the top 3 are all but confirmed now. Poole, Glasgow and Edinburgh. It's just as long as Scunny win on Friday, then we're in.
I've got to say, I don't suspect Glasgow do too much in there, to be honest.
I mean, in an ideal world, and I'm only saying this because this is what David Howe was saying on Friday. In an ideal world, if we win on Friday and somehow we take the bonus point from Glasgow, we should finish third, which means we avoid Poole in the semis.
How does it work this season? Is it top and fourth and second and third?
Yeah.
We've had practice starts and there's dust fucking everywhere. We've had practice starts and it's dusty. Jesus fucking Christ. Can't you put a bit of water down? Come on, man. Look at the state of that. That's off a practice start.
Welcome to the National League.
Christ on a bike. Alan's in the comments already. Afternoon, gents. Hope you both well. Question for Palmer. Thoughts on Scunny's match Friday? And do you think Scunny make it or do you think Red Car sneak in?
I'll be honest with you, right? A lot of people have said online Friday's meeting was a decent meeting and good racing, but I didn't think it was that good. I know my dad's bought the stream from it, so I'll have to nick his account and
Stop the world! They're bloody watering again. Excellent stuff. Carry on.
No.
I know, shocking, ain't it?
But in regards to the other part of the question,
I think if Palmer predicted Red Car were going to get in, I don't think he'd be allowed to set foot in Scunny again.
It's a difficult one because I think Scunny get in by winning on Friday. It's as simple as that. Although Red Car's 2 meetings that they've got are very winnable, but we just need 2 points to mathematically get there. Whereas if we don't get any points, the Red Car get all the points and they go in. So it's an interesting conclusion to the season.
And then you look at a couple of the meetings, silly ones, that Red Car 3 points away, and you can see if they miss out where they lost out, kind.
They lost at home to Scunny. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
That's very true. Morley's about to put his prayer cap on and he puts under his helmet. I don't know whether that's smart or not. Probably stops the helmet sweating so much.
Do you know what I found the other day when I was having a bit of a tidy up?
What?
The karting balaclava that we had to have on when we went karting in Middlesbrough.
Oh, I remember that. I know where mine is though. I didn't need to find mine. I never lost it. But mine, I remember being told, we know when Ryan Ingram's ride a replacement ride is, except we can't see it because we were a little bit out. But we do know when it is because he's just writ it down.
Yes.
I believe Ingram's in more meetings in the
12.
heats in the second half, yeah.
Yeah, be 12.
Yes, that's the one. Are the others with him?
Yeah.
That was straightforward enough. Yeah, I never lost mine, but I remember being told when we were there and we had our picture took after the first one before the second one, and I got told, you look like nobody owns you.
Well, see, I'd be taking that as a compliment.
Because you and Al took yours off for the picture, but I thought we'll leave it on. Just because, as soon as that picture was took, we were putting the helmets on and going out again. So why take it off if you didn't need to take it off, you know?
That was good fun, that, to be fair. I'd definitely go again.
Harry Bowes, split them out. I think that's Senna. Yeah.
Yeah, him, pal.
Spinny Vinny on the spanners for Ashton Vale.
Big does it, the grandad. Well, I mean, he's probably only just turned into his 30s, but he's riding with a load of children.
Is that Kevy on Emerson? Is our logo on Emerson's Kevy's or just the bike?
I'm not sure. I know we're plastered all over the heat shield.
We are. Well, we're on one of the heat shields. There's multiple heat shields in there. I don't
Yeah.
think we're on the Kevies, you know.
I think though they're the same Kevies he's had for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, if you don't change a lot, you sponsors wise, there's no point buying a new seat, is there? For what was it, like half a dozen
No.
meetings just over this year?
If that.
Even updates don't know the gates. I think Morley took 1 and 3, but I can't guarantee that. It is insane that this is Leicester's first away meeting of the season because of a couple of rain-offs, isn't it?
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
You had to double check that fact just to make sure that was right.
So, I'd seen somebody, I can't remember who put it on, but I saw somebody said Leicester had riding their first away league meeting, and I'm
Leicester's
like,
preview,
what?
buddy.
That's where I bloody read it.
Yeah, it was
So I had to have a look, and I'm like, that's a bit mental, that.
It is mad. We're at the date we're at, and they're just riding their first away meeting. Leicester did win 1 and 3. Win the toss and took 1 and 3. So
Leicester's won something tonight.
Pattern B. Well, we both suspect Leicester are winning the meeting tonight.
I can't see Leicester losing a meeting all season.
I've got to say, Leicester, with all due respect to Emerson and Max Broadhurst, Leicester's reserve should absolutely annihilate them.
Seth should.
Eli's not been too bad. I was shocked when I saw Eli had an average of over 3.5 points. 363 is Eli's average. That's crazy. There is another meeting taking place today, but we can't bring updates on that because there are none. Excellent stuff.
Yes.
I will do the lineup for 1 in a second. I'm just blocking out the gates that aren't being used for this meeting. Oh, and Leicester hold a 18-point lead for the aggregate point as well, so that's fun.
If it's any consolation, I was at that meeting as well.
Yes, you were. Heat number 1, gate 1 in yellow is Tom Spencer. Gate 2 in blue, Senna Summers, first time back on the bike for a little while. Gate 3 in white is Ben Morley, and off the outside in red is Jody Scott, who is the highest average rider in the National League.
I do like Jody, he's a good lad, isn't he, really?
He is, yeah. He had a tough meeting last night at Berwick, though.
Check out our podcast we did with him over the winter, last winter.
What a plug.
So, tapes rise then on heat number 1, and it's a brilliant start there from Jody Scott. It's the rider in blue there, Senna Summers, comes underneath both the Leicester line clubs to give the Chargers a 5-1 advantage as it stands at the minute, with Ben Morley holding the inside run there to try and get himself into second. It's not quite worked out at the minute. So, Jody Scott still leads. Ben Morley and Senna Summers really battling it out for second and third, and Tom Spencer in his natural habitat within the 4th place position of the race as we enter what I believe is the 3rd lap of heat number 1. Morley's closing in on Senna, but yeah, it's all bloody happening in this one as we now enter the final lap then, and this is going to be the easiest win of Jody Scott's career, and it's still very, very close for second and third as it stands, but I think Senna's just about done enough to hold on for that second position, and for the first time in a while, Leicester have been 5-1'd.
Yeah, Ben Morley made a decent start, but lifted really awkwardly all the way to the first turn, and that was pretty much all she wrote for him. It was all over Senna, but it's a lot of ground to make up early on, especially when the track's as slick as it is. We've got another comment. Leonard says, down in Paynton, down here to the Plymouth 2 meetings, sitting outside in the pub having a beer. Excellent stuff.
What a man.
That's something Palmer can agree with, the sat outside the pub having a beer thing. Temperature's gone up now to 21 degrees. Excellent. Heat number 1 was won by the rider in red, Jody Scott, with a winning time of 60.53. Second in blue, Senna Summers, and third in white, Ben Morley. 5-1 to Oxford. That closed that gap down from 18 to 14 on aggregate. Now it's 5-1 and 41.55 on aggregate. Morley just paid the price for a bad start, didn't he? Tom Spencer was nowhere near.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think Tom Spencer maybe jacks it in? He needs to be riding in 2 leagues. Solely riding in the National League just isn't enough, is it? Not this year.
He shouldn't have been shit in the Championship then, should he?
Nah, I think he needs...
I don't give sympathy that easily.
That's true. But his replacement ain't been much better.
Well, then they shouldn't have shit reserves then, should they?
Heat 2, Gate 1 in red is Emerson Betty, Gate 2 in white Eli Meadows, Gate 3 in blue Max Broadhurst, and off the outside, first ride for about 7 weeks in yellow Seth Norman. You've got to say, average wise, Eli Meadows is favourite. I think talent wise, Seth Norman has to be favourite for this one.
I'm going to make a very bold prediction here. I'm going to give it till bend 3 of lap 1 before Max Broadhurst bins it.
He's not had a very much fortune this season, as he has, old Max.
Well, not really, as the tapes rise on 4, heat number 2, and Eli Meadows has made a beautiful gate there.
Seth!
And Seth was coming right round the outside like a knife through hot butter, and Emerson Betty's got himself into the third place.
Has he got? Oh yeah, I thought
he's made it a lap. He's made it a full lap.
I thought he'd
And
I thought you'd have got that prediction spot on.
And the 5-1 that the Chargers got in the opening race certainly looks to be wiped out in this one, as Seth Norman very, very impressive out in front and doing the business, and Eli looking very solid there in second, with Emerson he's just really sat chilling there because Max is about 200 miles behind him, and yeah, there's not really a lot happening in this one. It's a little bit drawn out as we come round the final couple of bends, and it's a big 5-1 to the Lion Cubs.
I couldn't see Max Broadhurst on that last lap unless he's really that far behind. Eli Meadows made a beautiful start there, but Seth went wide. Nobody else dared to do that for the rest of the race.
Seth's got bollocks.
And that was
wonder if he can lend them for him.
He's gonna need him, ain't he? That time was a lot slower than I thought. So the result of heat number 2 was a win for the rider in yellow, Seth Norman, in a winning time of 63.28. Second in white was Eli Meadows, and third in red Emerson Betty. 1 point to Oxford, 5 to Leicester. As Palmer said, the 5-1 in the open that cancelled out. It's now 6 apiece, and Leicester open up that 18-point lead on the aggregate. Again, Gate 4's proving very fruitful at the moment. 2 rides, 2 wins.
And that's where Harry Fletcher finds himself in the next race. Max Broadhurst. If this race was done by the first turn, he'd have got a second.
Yeah,
but he's not.
He
went back to his natural habitat.
Is that Freddie Hodder in white?
It very much looks like it.
It definitely looks like Freddie, doesn't it?
That's definitely Frederick.
So Freddie Hodder takes the rider replacement ride in white. Line up for heat number 3, Gate 1 in white, the rider replacement for Leicester, Freddie Hodder. Gate 2 in blue is Ashton Vale, Gate 3 in yellow is Ryan Ingram, and off the outside in red is Harry Fletcher. Palmer's man to watch here for Oxford. He has had a decent season, to be fair. He's got some very experienced championship compared to the two riders for Oxford. There's a fair bit of championship experience between Ingram and Freddie Hodder, isn't there?
But to be fair, when Freddie Hodder was here with Glasgow, he scored a paid maximum.
Yes, he did.
He's not done a lot since.
No.
And he didn't do a lot before, but that one meeting, could this be a dress rehearsal for Freddie Hodder to join the Cheetahs for next year?
Possibly.
I mean, their season's done now, so they're just going to be looking around to recruit riders, and
scouting.
if rumours are to be believed, then we could have a bit of a better championship next year.
Wow.
Well, I say better championship. The average limit's going up and they're getting rid of the 1/8 rule. But, that's a story for whenever the AGM statement comes out. As heat number 3, the tapes rise. Freddie Hodder's got to that first. Ryan Ingram going round the outside like a knife going through hot butter. And the Lion Cubs are on another 5-1. Harry Fletcher's a sack of shit, just like his media man. And the Criminals in 3rd place. That about sums it up. Hopefully something interesting else happens in this race, like Freddie Hodder going round Ryan Ingram. But other than that, there's not really a lot happening.
Yeah, it was a good start from the Leicester boys, weren't it? And Oxford, you can tell the championship riders versus the National League only riders, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, these two Lion Cubs they're just pulling away now. And to be honest, this Lion Cubs team wouldn't look out of place in a full-on championship spot. They'd probably be better than a couple of the championship teams that are in the league at the moment, but they come round turns 3 and 4 for what I believe is the 3rd time, and they've just extended their lead, and it's a good job. It was only that was the 4th time, because the Chargers could have been a little bit more embarrassed. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm ready for the track grade so I can go and get a cider from the fridge.
There is going to be a break now because Freddie Hodder's got 2 races on the spin.
Ashton was 3rd there, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Your man to watch was Stone Bloody last. You jinxed him.
That's what you get for having No Breaks Digital as your media people.
Hit number 3, gate 1, won by the rider in white off gate number 1 instantly enough. Freddie Hodder in a winning time of 61.01. Second in yellow was Ryan Ingram, and 3rd in blue Ashton Vale. 1 point to Oxford, 5 to Leicester, and the aggregate ups again now by another 4 points to 22. It's 7 points on the day to Oxford, 11 to Leicester, 43.65 on aggregate. And as we just said, there'll be a little break now because Freddie Hodder's got 2 on the spin. Smart to get Freddie Hodder out to have a race first before going out against Al Richings in 4. Gives him a little bit of track knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, Joe, Darrell hasn't been that great this year, has he? Really, he's not been as good as what he could have been.
I think that we said this watching Oxford the other day. Did we do it as a watch along or just watch them? I can't remember now, but we just watched them, didn't we? Dale Wood started the season the better Oxford reserve, but Darrell definitely ended it the better Oxford reserve.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
The camera's just gone towards Max Broadhurst's pit bay. It looks like he's changing bike. He's not been very good this year, has he? We have to say it as it is. He's not been very good at all.
He does nothing in amateur meetings, never mind at National League level.
People are going to progress and stuff, but he's been overshadowed by a lot of other youngsters, ain't he?
The thing with Max as well, it's not like he's just one of these... Oh, what's Big Dazza eating?
Not eating anything. I think they're using some bolts or nuts or something from Emerson.
Why have it in a bloody sweetie box? No beds. What was he say? Oh yeah, Max Broadhurst. He's not like he's one of these 15-year-olds that are just up and coming. He's been around a while. And yeah, you ever see them riders? You watch them ride, and you just think, this is their level.
They ain't gonna get any better than this, whatever happens.
And I mean, I hate being negative about riders, but you look at Max and you think, you're not going to get better, but you can't get any worse.
It's true.
Camera points back round to the right a minute. But Jody's got Frutella sweeties in his pit bay.
A lot of riders do have sweets, don't they? The sugar helps. It's either sweets or energy drinks. Seems to be the trend for speedway riders.
Or both, in some matters.
I don't know how the crowd looks. They ain't really panned around yet to the crowd, but hopefully people have turned out. With the cheetah season done, this is the last speedway of the year at Oxford. The National League meetings, I mean.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they've got about another 2 or 3, and
Yeah.
I might have a look actually, because I could do Oxford in 3 hours on the train. I wouldn't mind doing the National League meeting.
Spencer, forget taking a chair. I'm going to sit on a wheel. Excellent stuff.
He's that shit, he doesn't deserve to go on a chair. There, I said it. What are you going to do about
He
it?
struggled a little bit, ain't he? I know he was unwell last Cubs meeting and had to pull out, but he has really struggled.
He's not been very good, has he?
Eli's really turned a corner in the this year. He's kind of turned a corner.
Eli's been valued, to be fair, this year. Yeah, from what... Well, I mean, I've only been up to Leicester once for National League this year, which is not really like me, but he's been quite impressive.
Can I
from
your
what I've
parasol,
seen,
mate?
so...
Could be sat in the sun if we had that parasol. Ingram's playing Speedway Challenge.
Excellent. What a boy.
Look at the focus. He don't focus that much when he's racing.
No, he does not.
Freddie Hodder had a little meeting over on the Isle of Wight as well on Tuesday. Raced in that pairs meeting. We had a couple of riders in.
Yeah, I forgot what happened. Not gonna lie.
He guested at Northampton on the Monday, didn't he? And then just went over to the Isle of Wight on the Tuesday to race.
Yeah, that's right.
Jodie's got more sets of Kevlars than some people have in half a decade going on this year. 3 teams, 3 leagues. 3 sets of Kevies. And Annika Loftus in his pit bay. Excellent.
It's not bad, really, is it?
He's living a good life. I don't like Stella Summers anymore. He drinks Red Bull. We all know where the real energy drink is.
Yes, we do.
Monster Energy, Viking Berry. Beautiful stuff.
Happy Shopper Basics, £1 for a big can.
I'll tell you what, I've got in my fridge now. I've got the Monster Strawberry, Ultra Strawberry Dreams or whatever it is. I ain't tried it yet, but I really look forward to trying that.
Is that the one in like the really pink can?
It is.
Bright pink.
Yeah.
Now, as somebody that's got quite the sweet tooth, even I thought that was quite sickly.
I'll give it a try tomorrow and see if I feel the same. And then in
But I can't...
Carry on.
Go on.
And then in a couple of weeks I can tell you if Monster Energy Assault is nice or whether it's not. Because I never used to even bat an eyelid at that drink when it was available in this country, yet I've just ordered it from Germany.
As you do. I can tell you what is nice when they're not all bloody stuck together.
What's that?
Jaffa Cake Digestives.
Are they nice? Are they good?
They're like hard Jaffa cakes with a bit of a crunch.
Now, this is a little bit more of a difficult ride for young Sethery, it's got to be said. He was absolutely miles clear in Heat 2. He's got a little bit more stiff opposition. Well, Darryl.
Big Daz Za.
Freddie Hodder's just gone straight over to Seth for a little chin wag. Big Steve Sprave wearing grey in this heat.
It could be worse. He could be wearing black.
To be fair,
would not recommend wearing black.
At least when you wear black it don't show if you sweat though. Grey is a very risky one. No! Oxford, get it sorted out.
Oh, bloody hell. Bear with us, folks. Kilby, shut up. Not bad. There we go.
It's not actually
What
a
am I
knobhead,
doing?
we just get copyrighted if any of the commentary makes it onto the stream.
Basically, yeah. I don't mind Kilb, actually. As a person, as somebody I know would say, he's alright.
Line of V number 4, gate 1 in yellow, Seth Norman. Gate 2 in blue is Max Broadhurst. Gate 3 in white, Freddie Hodder. Impressive winner of heat number 3. And off the outside this afternoon, the only rider in this race for his first race of the afternoon, Darryl Richings. I think he was on the continent yesterday racing grass track.
He was somewhere, yeah. Can't remember where, but one in the UK.
I saw a memory the other day actually that somebody had shared. It was on this day 2024 when Birmingham announced that Darryl Richings had been signed for their national trophy team for 25 after he'd just decided to come out of retirement for the following season.
Talking about Birmingham memories on this day, this one's going to hurt you a little bit. And I didn't realise this one until I looked at my memories this morning. On this day 3 years ago was the last ever Birmingham versus Scunny meeting at Perry Bar.
Scunny won.
By 20.
Yeah, Birmingham's championship teams were never much good, were they?
They was probably better than the Premiership teams. And a bit less expensive. So the tapes rise then on heat number 4. Freddie Hodder's made an absolute blinding gate there, and he's blocked the run there of Darryl Richards perfectly. And Seth looking to come up the inside here of Darryl Richards. And I tell you what, I think Seth's done it. Beautiful move there from Seth. And now Richards back up the inside there, and Seth's just holding the outside line here. And Seth looks quicker than Darryl here as well in second position. And dare to say it, we're going to get another Lion Cubs 5-1 here.
Nah, we're
Freddie's
not. I thought Seth was going back to hospital then.
Freddie's checked out away and gone, and there was a little bit of carnage, as some may say, in the first and second bends of the last lap. And the rider in blue there, Max Broadhurst, to the surprise of nobody, has given up. But Daz are giving it one last go up the inside there, but that was quite a comfortable fight.
What a ride by Salford. I was going to end in tears though. Darryl nearly collected Seth's back wheel. Max Broadhurst was about 3/4 of a lap behind at least. That wasn't pretty, but what a ride by Seth Norman. Championship club should be looking at him for next season. As far as 2-pointers go, there are a lot worse out there.
Yes, there is. I could see him at somewhere like Redcar. He likes Redcar.
He does like Redcar, yeah. We'll just wait for the winning time. British Speedway's updates are taking a little while to update on this one, actually. Who's doing the updates from the meeting? Azum is doing the Speedway updates. Okay, we'll forget the time for the moment. The result of number 4 was a win for the rider in white, Freddie Hodder. Second in yellow was Seth Norman, and third in red, Darryl Richings. 1 point to Oxford. That 5-1 that Oxford got in Heat 1 really did wake Leicester up, didn't it? Another 5-1 to Leicester makes it 8 points to 60 and 44 points to 70 on aggregate. Is it the next lap where Darryl nearly collects his... That's brave from Seth to stay wide there.
Definitely what he was doing.
It's this lap. Darryl gets that close and nearly takes his back wheel, and he has to shut straight off. It's now. Ooh, that could have been bad.
If you are interested in the times, by the way, it was 61.15.
And now
we're out for each 6.
5.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7. Heat number 5, going off gate 1 in red is Harry Fletcher, gate 2 in yellow Tom Spencer, gate 3 in blue is Ashton Vale, and gate 4 in white is Ben Morley. Both of these duos got 5-1 in their opening race, so something's got to give you.
I think we'll have a 5-1. Don't know who to.
Ben Morley actually sits on statistically the favourite gate of the afternoon. Tom Spencer sits on the one gate that's not had a race win from it yet.
Oh, I forgot Tom Spencer was in this one. Maybe we won't have a 5-1 then.
Ben Morley needs to make a better start than he did in his first one. He did drop the clutch perfectly and the bog just went up. He needs to try and knock that off and get it to drag to the first turn this time. He looked relatively quick after that, but early on it's difficult to pass around here, isn't it?
It is really.
I mean, it's quite difficult to pass late on around here sometimes.
So the
He's
taste
done it again!
on seat number 5, and he's done it again, and it's the two Oxford boys that are currently on a 5-1 at the moment. And now what can Ben Morley do in the third place? Tom Spencer, he doesn't like coming out of his natural habitat, does he? As Morley now starts to go wide, but it is Ashton Vale that currently has a leader. Harry Fletcher looking to come up the inside there, and he's done that just nicely. But now what can Morley do in the third place position, wanting to come into second, as he's all over the back here of Ashton Vale. Morley's going wider and wider now. What can Vale do? Vale just blocks Morley's line there beautifully as they come into turns 3 and 4. And Morley looks a quicker rider, to be honest, but I think we've got one lap now left to go. The 5-1 Frenzy's going to continue with a 5-1 here to the Chargers, which will bring them back into this meeting just a little bit, but solid right there out in front from Harry Fletcher. And it has to be said, the 1 and 2 partnership for the Cubs has been a bit of a letdown for them.
Morley needs to sort his bike out. The fact that it keeps going upwards instead of forwards is costing him. He's quick when the race gets going, but to be lifting off the start and making your life more difficult just ain't good enough. He needs to sort that out, and he needs to sort it out quickly. As you say, that 1 and 2 is the other boys are stepping up, but when you've got a rider on an 8.5 average whose bike's just going up towards the sky, and a rider on near 6.5 who's miles off the back both of his heats so far, that's not good enough.
Absolutely not.
Heat 5 was won by the rider in red, Harry Fletcher, in a winning time of 62.19. Second in blue, Ashton Vale. Third in white, Ben Morley. 5 points to 1. It's 13 points to 17.
So it is.
Morley looked like he dropped the clutch again perfectly, and they just go skywards. I don't know what he's doing, but it's not working with that.
Lowering his average for next year.
Yeah, but if you're being beat by, with all due respect, Ashton Vale, nobody's going to want to sign you anyway.
Well, you've got a very valid point.
He looked quicker. It's the same as he won. His race was ran from the start. It's really difficult to pass around here unless you're going really, really wide, and it's not worth the risk. This track is bone dry.
Oh yeah, she's an amateur-like track.
Scunny's
amateur meeting tracks look better than this.
Heat 6, Gate 1 in white, Freddie Hodder. Gate 2 in red is Jody Scott. Gate 3 in yellow, Eli Meadows. And off the outside in blue, Senna Summers. Freddie Hodder's looked imperious. Eli Meadows got a paid win in his opening race, and this pairing for Oxford got a 5-1 in there. So there's lots of points going around these riders.
I think the 5-1 Frenzy may break here.
You think? Who for that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This could be a very, very good race. However, Jody versus Freddie could be something interesting. What are you digging about for, boys? There's nothing on there. There's more dirt in my underpants. But just awaiting the start marshal to bring her into order. Start marshal's looking over at the pit gate. There's not really a lot happening.
What were we talking about? Your underpants? I just caught you saying your underpants. Oh. I was having a beverage.
There's more dirt in my underpants than there is on this track.
Excellent stuff.
So boys are now into order then for heat number 6. The tapes fly away we go. all the riders' bikes just went skywards from the start, and it's Jody Scott then that currently has the lead, although the rider in blue, Senna Summers, putting a bit of a challenge on Freddie Hodder. Hodder's holding the inside line, and Summers going towards the out, and coughing happened. Freddie's just decided to block the run now of Senna, and he's looking to challenge Jody here, but he's going high and wide, but I just don't quite think he's fast enough to get around the outside of Jody Scott. And this is looking like a 4-2 to the Chargers, not the Cheetahs, the Chargers, who's got probably the worst Kevlars in British Speedway history. Me and Ace Piper absolutely bloody hate them Kevlars. As we enter the final lap end of this one. The 5-1 friends is going to stop, and Jody Scott ends the unbeaten run of Freddie Hodder.
After a couple of visits to Oxford, Freddie Hodder has now been beaten for the first time. Yeah, you did pick it up as the race started then though. The riders all went skywards again. I don't know what that issue is, but everybody is going skywards. Apart from Jody. Jody kept it down. All the rest were facing closer to the sun than they were the track. Are you ready for Oxford fans to be disappointed again next season when they try and sign Jody and he goes back to red car?
I don't think he goes back to red car.
Do you not?
Nah.
Reckon it's a complete rebuild for red car next year?
I could see him keep it. I think they'll keep Wright because he's not going to go anywhere.
Edwards
I reckon they keep Allen. I don't think he does.
Do you not?
I reckon they keep Wright and Allen, and then they'll rebuild around them too.
Heat number 6 was won by the rider in red, Jody Scott. First win of the afternoon off gate 2 with a winning time of 61.5. Second in white, Freddie Hodder, and third in blue, Senna Summers. 4-2 to Oxford, 17 points to 19. As we await the rider replacement in heat number 7, I imagine there may be a little bit of track work because this track is bone dry.
It's not great, is it?
It's not. It's not very good.
Is that your pal, Mr. Hutt?
Yeah, Hutt is helping out with everybody really. He's up and down the pits like a madman.
He is a madman. He goes to Oxford.
In shorts.
Yes.
You hate these Oxford Kevies. I actually don't mind them. I think they're different, and they're either going to be loved or hated. A lot of people hate them. I actually really like them.
They're like Marmite, aren't they?
Yeah.
In fact, I've never. In fact, right? Oh, I can't remember who was wearing them at the Kenny Memorial meeting that we had. We was talking. Got talking to Ace when he was on crutches, and his words was, "I wouldn't even be seen dead in them." He don't like them.
I don't think they're too bad.
I mean, fair play. They're different.
I respect the fact they went for that. May be why I like them. I respect the fact they went for something different. Because we've had the years where the Chargers and Cheetahs Kevies were pretty much identical, and they were shy. To be fair,
They're just. For me, they're just a little bit too yellow. It sounds stupid, but yeah, they're just too yellow. Like on the Cheetahs one, a 5-year-old's been let loose with a little crayon. The same 5-year-old's been let loose with a bloody paintbrush and a whole tub of paint.
Yeah, a lot of Kevlars are subjective though, and I respect that they're different. And I respect that Oxford have put Kevies on their National League team as well. Leicester used to do that, but they were hemorrhaging so much money.
I can see why teams don't do Kevlars in the National League.
Yeah, there ain't enough meetings to make it worthwhile, is there? I'd imagine Oxford probably get some kind of deal buying 14 sets for a bit of a bargain price.
I mean, they're £850 for one set of Kevies.
Yeah.
It's not worth it for, 10 meetings?
Yeah, you are right. You're very right. Freddie Hodder there looking looking like he wants to go to bed or something. Don't look very happy, does it?
I wouldn't if I had to ride here tonight and then had to go to Plymouth on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a tough gig, ain't it, that? Do you just stay overnight at the couple of nights, or would you go home and then go back? I don't know where he's based, but if you were a rider and you were based right up north and you had to do Oxford, which ain't too far away from down south anyway, and then Plymouth, and like, would you do 2 nights down south and then go back straight to the meeting and then home, or would you go home and then go back?
I think if I was at Oxford, I know well, obviously because I've been, but it was like a Premier Inn, like 10 minutes walk away from the track.
Mm-hmm.
I'd stay there overnight on the night of the meeting, and then say tomorrow I'd start travelling down to Plymouth, get the long travelling done on your day off, and then at least you've got Monday night and all day Tuesday just to relax and get yourself refreshed, ready for the meeting.
That's true. That's very smart.
But that's just what I'd do. I'm no rider or anything. Not yet, anyway. So if somebody wants to sponsor us a bike, let us know.
While we've got a minute, shall we have a look at what we've got coming up? I mean, you have touched on it already, but you talking about sponsorship and stuff, I thought this graphic was probably the right time to be flashed up.
Well, to be fair, Bush, it's been ages since we've done a coming up soon graphic on there. I just didn't take it off.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're back on Tuesday, weather permitting, and for all of our sins, we're watching Plymouth versus Glasgow, and God forbid, I hope it's better than last night, because I turned it off and went round to my nan's after 8-5.
Oh, jeez. Natalie is in the comments again. Who is this Dan Palmer and what's he done with the not so smart one?
The not so smart version has gone into the body of Alan McNally.
Oh. So I'm having a look at meetings we could buy on Thursday, because the plan was to come back and do one on Thursday. All 3 tracks that are hosting meetings, all 3 areas have rain in them.
Excellent.
So Tuesday, it looks more positive than it did the other day. That's got to be said. BBC's saying, sorry, Met Office is saying cloudy all day with like 30% chance of rain. BBC is now saying like teens chance of rain. So I think we'll be okay for Plymouth on Tuesday. And a big win for Plymouth last night, despite a Workington fight back.
Absolutely.
Are you munching again?
Yeah.
What are you munching on?
Tim Tams.
The fucking hell are they?
They're like Australian penguins, but white chocolate.
Ooh, they sound nice.
Erin's £1.
I'm going to have a look. Ingram's back out again here. He was solid enough in his first ride. And Darryl Richings will be a little bit fuming at his first one. I think that's Tom Spencer, the rider replacement in this one.
You want to put his note in now?
Probably. That is indeed Tom Spencer in white. So the lineup for number 7, gate 1 in red is Darryl Richings. Frustrated last time, I think it's fair to say, by Eli Meadows by Seth Norman ahead of him. Gate 2 in white is the rider replacement Tom Spencer. Gate 3 in blue is Emerson Betty, who was decent enough in Heat 2. And off the outside in yellow is Ryan Ingram. Emerson's in a really, really difficult race here, it's got to be said.
Yeah, but it's capable of getting at least a third, if not higher.
It's a very tough lineup this. But
that picture looks nothing like Emerson.
It's strange, isn't it?
He looks like he's about 10.
Ingram looks drunk in his.
I can't fault him. He does like a drink, does old Wheat Grub.
The ones that are the real pictures look less photoshopped than Emerson's, which is a photoshopped one.
Yeah.
The Photoshop one looks less photoshopped than the actual rider ones. The rider ones look more photoshopped than the actual Photoshop one.
Yes, what you said. Start Masham walks away for heat number 7, takes fly, away we go. And a solid start there for Darrell Richards, who has the lead currently with Tom Spencer now in third place, been overtaken by Ryan Ingram, who makes a bit of a mistake there over on turns 3 and 4, and very lucky to not be collected by Emerson Betty there. And
Emerson's gone.
Emerson's had a little bit of a slidey off. This race is going to be stopped.
Yeah, they're really close now, aren't they?
Yeah,
Reds are on.
Reds are on.
He tried to clear that. That was an unfortunate one. He did well to avoid Ingram that got all out of shape. And then he just slid off himself. The track's catching people out, isn't it? It's bare. Oh, he's got one of them suits on, ain't he?
Yeah. They're smart, them suits, to be honest.
It's a good job he's going to be excluded from the rerun because it takes 5 minutes for them to deflate. Ingram made a belter of a gate.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is not one of Ryan's favourite tracks, let's just say.
Not many people seem to like Oxford, I've noticed that.
He, when I was interviewing him in the bar after the meeting on Friday, he said he was riding Sunday and I'd completely forgotten that there was here. So I'm like, oh, where are you riding on Friday? Like, unfortunately, I'm at Oxford and I bloody hate the place.
Oh. Shall we take the quickest of couple of minutes while Emerson goes back to the pits so I can have a wee?
Go on then. Get in. Big shout out to my mate Andy, by the way, who's just sent me a message to say that he's listening to us. What a boy. Takes rise for heat number 7. And it's a solid start again from Big Dazza Richards. Although what can Ryan do as he's looking to blast right round the outside there. Tom Spencer's in second. And looks like he wants to get into that first place position, but not quite there yet. As yeah, so Richards is still in the front. It's very, very dusty this now. And yeah, there's not really a lot happening. Ryan's just riding this safe. I wonder if he's been donated a cup yet. I'll tell you the story about that very shortly, but Darrell Richards is in the lead, as you'd probably expect, to be fair, and Tom Spencer's going to get some points on the board. which is a bit of a shock because we didn't think it was going to happen, and there's every chance it might not happen still. He looks a little bit sketchy coming out of their beds as we enter the final couple of bends. I think it's the final couple of bends. I don't know. I can't count. But a win for Big Dazza.
Yeah, that was about as sketchy as it gets, weren't it? Ingram was in a your mate Andy's commented on the stream saying, "Thanks, Dan."
No problem, mate.
Is this Brummy Dan, is it?
Well, he comes out from time to time.
There's now going to be another delay because Tom Spencer's got 2 on the bats.
Oh, Jesus.
Have we got a time for that one? Yes. Hit number 7 was won by the rider in red. Darryl Riching, second in Ye White was the rider replacement Tom Spencer, and third in yellow Ryan Ingram. Points divided 3 apiece. It's 20 points to 22 at heat number 7 result.
$63.15.
Seth's out again here. He's unbeaten by an opponent. If he can make a trap on Senna Summers, this could be an extremely difficult race for Senna. We've already seen Seth is difficult to pass.
Oh, absolutely it is. We've got Max Broadhurst out again. Oh, Jesus.
Do you reckon Emerson gets subbed in, or do you reckon he gets a few extra minutes till his next ride? He's already here. Answered that one, ain't he?
Yeah, Max is there.
It's probably the closest he gets to the other 3 riders when they're all sat here waiting to go, with all due respect to him. We never really got disclosed what Senna's injury was, did we? But he was out for a considerable amount of time.
He was out for ages, wasn't he?
For what? But he was still spannering for Luke Killeen.
And Big Batty.
And doing some for, Batty Boy, as they referred to him as.
I think he was helping out when Luke Killeen helped Luke Harrison out as well.
I love that Jody's gone for a chinwag with Seth rather than his own riders.
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent stuff. As they like to refer to him as Batty Boy, also likes a Costa. If only we knew someone that used to work at Costa.
Yes. And I have no doubt that person may be referenced in our stream on Tuesday.
Ah!
Oh, we're going to have some fun with it. I wonder if he'll tune in.
I'm absolutely certain he won't.
Oh no, I forgot he's got one of them job things now.
Don't get me started on that. I won't stop. This Pickgate bloke looks like Stephen Bunting.
Do you know who he looks like a genuine cross of?
Who?
Stephen Bunting and Stephen Dawson.
Freddie giving Seth some tips there. There is a real togetherness as well. The experienced riders helping the lesser experienced riders. That's been a trend of Leicester's National League season, ain't it?
Oh, absolutely. And it's good what they've gotten. Like when I went up there last month, like you could see in the pits, like there is like a genuine team feel about everything there at Leicester. And ultimately, that's why they're very successful.
Honestly, it's criminal that they got to put a team together this strong.
I mean, they're within the limit, there was at the start of the season.
Yeah, they've gone over it now, and but that's because people up their averages. But this team was very, very well put together at the start of the season, and we both suspected this team would be the champions of the National League this year.
I think there's only Edinburgh that have a higher average total, but Edinburgh's got Jamie Halder at reserve on a 6-point average.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah,
But
it's a shame there isn't a final in this league because Edinburgh versus Leicester could be cool.
if you put Jamie Howder against Seth or Eli at Leicester, I'd bank on Seth or Eli over Howder any day of the week.
You know, I don't know because Jamie's done a couple of seasons with Leicester as well.
Yeah, but that was a fair time ago now, weren't it? It's a couple of
I
seasons
think
ago.
he's done time with Leicester anyway. I can't remember. I just about remember that we beat Workington on
Saturday, nearly Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. Heat number 8, gate 1 in blue, Max Broadhurst. He's getting last place again. Gate 2 in yellow is Seth Norman, unbeaten by an opponent. Gate 3 in red is Senna Summers. And gate 4 in white is Tom Spencer for a second ride on the bounce after a more confidence boosting 2 points last time out as the rider replacement. Max Broadhurst was first on track, his bike sodded.
Excellent.
What's going on? He's going to get tired. I don't think this is a bad thing if he gets timed out. I think Emerson's better. They've been sent back. I think he's... Oh no, they haven't. Other side of the track. Oh, piss up and brewery.
Oh, who was having a piss up? Were we invited?
Leonard outside the pub, remember, is having a beer. You can't pull up and start gardening. Get in and get ready. Good boy.
Literally.
Rolling.
Andy rolled at the start. Just keep rolling. Decent start there from Senna Summers in the red helmet there, and I think Seth's unbeaten run's probably going to come to an end in this one, which is a shame. But he should still score in this one at least. With it's currently a 3-all as it stands. It'll be the second one.
He's broke down. Oh my God!
Broke down. That's very unfortunate there for young Seth and
You jinxed
Max.
him.
No, he isn't.
He's going again.
He's broken down, and he's still beating Max Broadhurst. So it's still looking like a 3-3. It's quite clearly going to be a 3-3 barring any form of slipstreams, falls and mechanical failures. Max Broadhurst, if you're listening,
He's
that's
pulled away.
You.
He's miles clear again. Jeez.
Literally. But yeah, 3-3 coming. And it's still going to be a 2-point meeting, and a solid ride there from Senna Summers. To be fair, who isn't a bad bloke.
Honestly, right, with the utmost respect, Max Broadhurst needs to give it up. He's absolutely awful.
I'll give Max Broadhurst a little bit of credit here. I hate doing this because he rides for Oxford, but he's earned this little bit of credit. This is the first meeting I have watched him in where he hasn't ended up on his bum.
To be fair, ending up on his bum or ending up nearly a lap behind are both the same thing, aren't they? Seth straightened up and Max Broadhurst was right with him. Now, anyone else goes around him and clears off, yet by the end of that lap, Seth's miles clear of him again. He's awful. He's definitely not got a future in Speedway, not riding like this.
And just to make matters worse, he cheated at the start and
He
rolled
had a
away.
roll, yeah. Heat number 8 was won by the rider in red. Senna Summers with a winning time of 62.25. Second in white, Tom Spencer, and third in yellow, Seth Norman. Points divided 3 apiece. Leicester still hold a 2-point lead on the afternoon and are just 11 points away from taking the aggregate.
9, mate. 9.
On the aggregate?
Yeah, we've got to hit 90, haven't we?
Yeah, it's 79, isn't it?
No, 57.81.
Where the bloody hell's 81 come from?
Because that's what the aggregate is. I'm just looking at the bottom of the screen, that's all.
No, there were 18 points clear coming into it. They're 2 points up on the night. They're 20 points clear. So it is 59.79. Oxford can't count.
Um,
There were 18 points up coming in and they're 2 points up on the day, which makes 20 points. So they're 20 points up on aggregate. So it's 59.79.
sorry, no, it's my bad.
No, it's Oxford's bad. It says 57.81 at the bottom.
I told you the wrong score. It was 56.34, not 54.36. That's my bad, that.
What penis.
But I think we can all agree on one thing. Out of all of this, we can all agree Oxford are a bit crap.
Well, we can.
So that's got to be pulled back, surely.
Yeah, that was messy, to say the least. Reds are on. Was that Frederick Hodder that moved there?
Harry Fletcher.
Yeah, he did. He screwed it up though. He was third, but yeah, he absolutely had to be called back there.
Absolutely.
He was rolling less than Max Broadhurst in the last one though, and that was let go. Perhaps the ref thought excluding him or him finishing stone last is the same thing, ain't he? He was going to finish stone last from the tapes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being able to bring Emerson in would have helped Oxford in that last one.
It put it on.
Rerun of E9, Harry Fletcher, Ashton Vale go 1, Freddie Hodder go 2, Harry Fletcher go 3, Eli Meadows go 4. This is a tough one for Eli Meadows, to be honest.
It is.
I'll tell you what, these are going at good pace. Keep going like this. I might get to watch Liverpool kick off as well at half past.
Well, you never know, mate. Maybe.
Harry Fletcher will get given a warning now as well. I do worry about what the National League will look like next year if there is one.
Yeah. Especially with some of the stories that I've been told. It doesn't look promising.
No, don't. Then you got riders that do ride in this league that are either going to have to buy Nora licences. But there is a fair bit of meeting in the Nora stuff, to be honest. There's a lot of meetings. But it's not the same, is it?
No.
And if the British Speedway wanted to be awkward, riders who want to ride at higher levels in the standard British Speedway, I wouldn't put it past the powers that be that gave ultimatums. They either do one or the other, not both.
Well, you never know. If we get this change of chairmanship, we might be alright. I don't know.
I think he'd
Who
push
knows?
I think he'd push for National League stuff. Or second half stuff, or at least it wouldn't be difficult if there was a breakaway league for lesser riders.
Tapes rise in on heat number 9. Freddie Hodder's made an absolutely
So was
beautiful
Eli!
game. So was Eli! Who'd have thought that? But and Eli's gone back to his natural habitat. As both the chargers, same thing, innit? Both shite. Got themselves into the second and third place positions. Freddie Hodder's checked out, away and gone already, and barring any form of slip strips, falls or mechanical failures. And yeah, it's going to carry on as it is with what would be the third 3-3 in a row. We're getting a bit bored of these now. Can we have 5 runs back, please? But yeah, Freddie Hodder's just... It is literally men against boys this race. Well, man against boys, isn't it? You know, you can tell the rider that's been in the championship for 3 years against the lads that are in the first year at National League. And yeah, Freddie Hodder won that an absolute canter.
Yeah, that was a really good start from Freddie. That made his life a lot more easy than it may well have been. Eli Meadows got a really good start as well, but he was miles at the back by the end of the first lap.
Yes, he was.
But that probably was a race that Eli should have struggled in, and he did. That middle order pairing for Oxford is decent, even if Harry Fletcher's only in his... Is it his first year of National League? I think it might be.
Yeah, he's only 15.
Broadhurst did get a warning after the race for moving in heat 8.
Excellent.
Still waiting the winning time for 9. The result of E9 was won by the rider in white, Freddie Hodder. second in blue Ashton Vale, and third in red Harry Fletcher. And the winning time was 61.36. So if we're expecting Ingram to be the rider replacement in heat number 12,
Well,
I may suspect that Seth will be the rider replacement here. Because everybody bar Morley could take one.
yeah, absolutely.
Difficult race for Seth to come into if it is Seth though, and I suspect he will because they've not allowed extra time, so I don't think it's going to be Eli. It is Seth. It is Seth, yeah. This is a difficult race to call, this. This is a really difficult race to call. Heat number 10, gate 1 in blue is Senna Summers, gate 2 in yellow Ryan Ingram, gate 3 in red Jody Scott, and off the outside in white the rider replacement Seth Norman. So far rider replacement has returned 5 points of a possible 6.
Not bad.
Are you munching again?
What? I'm hungry. I'm trying to fill my body with goodness before I have a tinned curry for me tea.
Tinned curry. Excellent stuff. Oh, I'm tired. I'm probably going to end up having a mixing bowl full of Rice Krispies again.
Nice. So, coming then into line for heat number 10. Oh, my back. Tapes now rise, away we go. Solid start there from Ingram, but both the Chargers boys are there, and it's Jody Scotland that has the lead with Senna Summers there in the second place position. Seth now going all Billy Big Bollocks, but can't quite get round Senna Summers. Senna's got to be careful though, he's got 2 lions on his tail, and Ingram looks to use the inside there. Seth probably should be struggling in this one, to be fair, and it's looking out that way as it stands at the minute. But yeah, Jody Scott's checked out now, he's away and he's gone. Big battle is for second there with young Ryan Ingram now looking to go up the inside here with Senna Summers, but the line's more towards the mid-track to outside, I think, although Ingram looks a little bit quicker now as we go down the home straight then for the final time in this race. Ingram, the neck and neck as they go down the back straight. I think Senna's just going to hold on to this one, but a solid ride nonetheless, and that was very, very, very close.
It was, but with all due respect to Senna, Ryan Ingram shouldn't be being beaten by him. Ryan's been a little bit disappointed today, dare I say. And as you said there, Seth should have probably struggled in that one, but Ryan Ingram shouldn't be losing to Senna Summers. And gate 3 is proving to be coming into its own a little bit now as well as far as gate stats go. Result of heat number 10 was a win for the rider in red Jody Scott, second in blue Senna Summers, and third in yellow Ryan Ingram. 5-1 to Oxford. For the first time since heat 1, Oxford take the lead again by 31 points to 29.
Well, they do.
And the winning time was 62.15.
Yeah. It was a decent looking race, that one, though, to be fair, but yeah. I know Ryan's been having a bit of a tough spell recently with meetings, so hopefully that sort of tough run can come to an end shortly. Friday'd be ideal, like Ryan, if you're listening, mate. If you're listening. Edinburgh.
He should be beating both of their reserves at Scunny, to be fair.
And if anybody is really bored on Friday night, we are on BSN.
Ben Morley needs to step his game up here. He's the one that's really letting the side down at the minute with those starts. The rest, and Ingram to an extent, I'd say as well. But the 5, even dare I say, Tom Spencer stepped up in his last couple. But Freddie Hodder and Seth are really carrying this team at the minute.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, this is a tough race for Emerson. Darryl, Morley and Spencer, and then young Emerson. I'd sacrifice Broadhurst in here. I'd throw him in. Use Emerson in what could be an easier race in 14 against Ingram and Seth.
Every chance. But we all know what Shrek is like.
Or 12 against Ingram and Eli. Sometimes you just need a sacrificial lamb.
Yes, we do. That's why we haven't got Alan with us this afternoon.
Al will be here on Tuesday, but only to give his thoughts as a Glasgow fan. He won't be involved in the presentation of the watch-along. He'll just be here to give us his thoughts when Plymouth hit 60 points or something.
And that's just after Heat 1.
Yes.
Yeah, we're very quickly approaching the end of season now.
It's mad, ain't it?
End.
It's mad how quickly that's come around.
Season only started 10 minutes ago.
Feels like it, don't it? So next watch along, as we said earlier, back on Tuesday. There is a plan to be back Thursday if the weather changes. If it doesn't, then we won't be.
Basically, yeah, that.
What date do you go away? 7th.
The 7th.
So,
I mean, if you really wanted, we could have a little hockey stream on the 6th.
who's playing?
Telford versus Swindon.
Oh, pre-season.
Yeah.
Might have to do that. Bring those back in. I think there's a very good chance we end up doing a watch along if you're not away on the 2nd, are you? Championship pairs at Poole.
No, I'm not away then. As long as you're prepared for an 11 o'clock finish.
It's going to be long, ain't it? Jesus, the week you're away is very quiet. Sunday the 6th, Leicester vs Kings Lynn in the National League. The next meeting after that is the Thursday, the 10th, Sheffield and Northampton.
I might even go to that one, you know.
That's a bloody long ass wait.
I do expect there to be fixtures filled in that gap, because I believe the championship cut-off date is the 4th of September. I think we're in like one of the very last championship matches away at Glasgow, and then so I'd expect playoffs and stuff to be. Because I'm kind of hoping somebody's at Poole on that Wednesday. I'm just kind of hoping it's not Scunny, to be honest.
Talking of people being at Poole, your pal Andy has put Poole mention and then he put in brackets might be there.
Yes. Maybe. Who knows? Drink your vitamins, guys. They make you poo. There's your little bit of health advice for the day. Emerson looks like he wants to be anywhere but Oxford.
Yeah, he don't look overly pleased, does he? It looks like they may be taking an interval. Peter Schreck's getting his team in. Max Broadhurst going over to Ashton Vale.
Yeah, Ashton, mate. How do I stop being shit?
Since when did Max Broadhurst to Australia?
Why not? Maybe he is Australian for all we know.
He's not. He's definitely not.
It could be the next Ty Woofington, born in England,
Live in
but raised as
Australia.
an Aussie.
You going down to his testimonial meeting?
Possibly.
The lineup not thrilling you at the minute.
I mean, to be fair, right? It's not like it's a million miles away from Scunny, and Dougie's in it, who's obviously a Scunny legend, and Pico's in it, so you know you're going to be entertained. So I'll probably go on the basis that them two are in it. But
The lineup's not. If you're a neutral just wanting to go and enjoy some good racing, apart from Pico, I don't think there's a lot. It's not a great lineup.
it's not great at the minute.
There is an expectation it gets better. But yeah, it's not thrilling people, is it, at the minute?
It's not as good of a lineup as his testimonial was in Poland a couple of years ago.
No.
Let's just put it that way.
I know he did want it at Wolves though. If Wolves would have still been there, it would have been at Wolves. I know Sheffield fans are a little bit disappointed it's not there, but they just ain't got the dates, have they?
Well, when you don't own your stadium, it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have had it at Scunny, but he'd have charged us to have it, and we didn't feel as though we should be charged to have our own track. But Northampton can have it. They're relatively central. Before the time comes, I will be inquiring if their dessert stand's going to be open, because if it's not,
You won't be there.
then I will not be attended.
Dessert stand is a must. I will get down to Northampton next year.
Yeah, I might go at some point next year. Might go watch some stock cars.
That'll have to be our meet-up next year. Northamptonshire.
Yes.
Some
Up the
quite,
North.
some quite frantic work going on Ingram's bike here.
Yes, there is. The chain moves, which is good.
It always helps.
If you're a first time listener to us, as you can tell, you get ultimate expert tips and shit.
It's usually the latter, to be fair. We don't speak a lot of sense, but that's what makes it a little bit different to what other people provide. But to be fair, nobody really provides watch-alongs to Speedway.
So, obviously I did interviews in the bar on Friday after the meeting. I'd just got myself a beverage. Then David Howe calls me over to do the interview. So Rob gets on the mic and says, right, Dan's here, he's going to do interviews. And then in front of about the 100 people that stayed behind, he said, don't chat shit, Dan, for fuck's sake.
It's as if he knows you quite well. That kid's having a whale of a time, must be watching Peppa Pig or something. 'Cause nobody's having a whale of a time watching this meeting.
Fucking wish we was watching Peppa Pig.
I reckon the best part of this watch along so far was that Teletubbies intro. I already know what Tuesdays is going to be. I know for a fact what you're going to bring on for Tuesdays.
Don't know what you're on about.
I don't think that person tunes in to watch Tuesday somehow.
Wait, you thought that little soundbite was the intro? That's going before. That's before E1.
Oh God.
Tell you what.
Oh God.
Let's scout. While we're having a bit of a break, let's scout TikTok. See what we can do as an intro.
I'm going to have a look at what the Liverpool team is for today.
As you can see. As you can hear, obviously, we're very enthusiastic.
Where's the bloody Liverpool team?
Probably in Liverpool, Mosh.
Not actually, they're in Newcastle because that's where the match is today. I've watched that much
Oh,
Speedway, I
Jesus.
nearly said meeting.
Up the Newcastle. Why I pet?
Allison, Van Dijk, Jacquet, Kirkes, Vert, Sabozlai, Isaac, Gakpo, Frimpong, Gravenberg, Hungamoa. Excellent stuff.
That's it. We've got our intro for Tuesday.
Oh god, that was far too simple.
We just need to crop a little bit out at the end.
They literally are Stevie Worrell's bike cover colours.
Yes.
Snappers are coming back out. We should be starting relatively soon again. Bit of an impromptu interval. Track looks, dare I say, better than it did before he won now.
Well, it's about time, to be fair, because it couldn't get any worse.
Big Dazzer's getting ready.
Up the big Dazzer.
He was far too pumped up for that fist bump though.
Yes.
I'm really disappointed in Oxford here. They ain't got race jackets to match these Kevlars, so the Emerson's race jacket is blue. It's really disappointing.
Not angry.
And I'm almost certain if we looked at the front of it, it would say the Oxford Cheetahs on it.
Maybe we need them to do a little close-up.
Oh, we've got him, just not the front of it.
Come on, Emerson, mate, turn round.
Oh, it's last year's Chargers jacket.
I mean, at least it says Chargers on it this time.
Yeah, it's last year's Chargers jacket, 'cause they had blue cappies last year, didn't they? They were matching the Cheetahs.
I've got an update from the meeting at Buxton. Because Buxton's put it on. After 2 rounds of heats, the top 3 are currently Simon Lambert on 6, Dale Wood on 5, and Ben Lee on 5.
Plymouth are wishing he'd score 5 for them. Plymouth would be happy if he scored 1 for them. How's Steenie Pops getting on? And Ollie?
I don't know, I'm only going on what Buxton's put on their page.
I love this dynamic. Jody's having to sit on his bike so Annika can sit on the chair. He's showing off and nearly stacked it off the side of it. Excellent stuff, Jody. You've already got a girl. What are you trying to show off to woo her for? Senna's now tucking into his
Senna's there
Haribos.
saying, Senna's there thinking, if you stack this, Jody, I'm taking the girl.
Senna's happy with his Haribos by the looks of it. I love this
Exactly.
though. Jody has to sit on the bike so Annika can sit on his chair.
Oh, he's definitely wrapped round the finger.
Oh, everyone's got Haribos. Jody's got a fair few himself.
Jody's got Frutellers.
And Haribos. There's a bag of Haribos
And
and Fast
Haribos.
Sticks there.
Oh, the best Haribo sweeties there is.
We're fat. We know our sweeties.
Yes, we do.
But them Jaffa Cake digestives, alright?
I only got to have about half of one because they're all bloody stuck together.
They all melted. Whack 'em in fridge.
Oh, don't you worry, that's exactly where they are now, darling. That's why I got the Tim Tams out.
Dare I even say, whack 'em in freezer. 10 minutes in the freezer just to crisp the chocolate up.
But do you know what I might do?
What might you do?
That's given me an idea.
Oh no.
I might use them to make a cheesecake.
Oh god. Put them in a blender and split them.
Yeah. Might make like a cheesecake and make another cheesecake and then have them like on top of each other, so it's like a tiered wedding cake but all cheesecake.
You've heard of the capital punishment for war crimes? That is a punishable offence on that kind of level. D&D Media has asked to stop producing because one half has gone to prison for war crimes against food. I'm going to be Captain Obvious here. I'm going to be Winnie here. Ben Morley needs to do better in this one than he's done in the others.
Thanks, Winnie.
No problem. Heat number 11 is at the tapes. Gate 1 in white, Ben Morley. Gate 2 in red is Darryl Richings. Gate 3 in yellow, Tom Spencer. And off the outside in blue, Emerson Betty. He's a little bit out of his depth in this one, poor chap.
He is a little bit, isn't he?
Any of these three on the inside of him are capable of being number ones at teams. Even Spencer, who was a number one at Birmingham's Bulls team last year.
The Birmingham Bulls. Birmingham.
I can't wait until the new ice hockey rink's built in Dudley's, then I'll actually go and get some ice hockey local. Because Telford's miles away as well. I don't think I'll support. I don't know. It depends whichever one's got the nicer jersey as to which one I'll support.
And there you have it, folks. It's all down to a jersey. Heat number 11 anyway at Oxford.
He ain't gone skywards.
Morley's made a better start. And he's just shoved Dazza right out of the way. And I'm coming through. And now Dazza back up the inside here with Morley. This is a decent little race developing here. Now Morley coming back round the outside here.
Morley's backed up.
Reds
are on. Emerson fell. Yeah.
Bloody hell, Emerson.
Emerson will be disqualified for that.
What you playing at, pal? Let's have a look at replay.
He straightens up and nearly cleans Tom out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emerson will go for that.
Yeah, he should do.
Morley made a better fist of it then, but he's now got to try and make a start again and keep it down. I love that Jody's walking around with his fan in his hand.
As you do.
He's carrying it like a little babe.
Annika's got out of his chair at least. Jody will be like, let me sit on my chair, darling. You can sit on my knee.
For Christ's sake. Good little ding-dong between Ben and Darryl in the first turn there, though.
It was, for all lap that we saw of it. It was a decent little race.
The Reds were either seen or came on very late, though, because if you saw that, Emerson had just got onto the centre green as Darryl passed him.
Absolutely. Emerson's back in.
This is a replay, ain't it?
No, don't think. Oh, it might be. I don't know. Who knows?
That's a replay, yeah, because that's what Morley did in the first turn.
Oh, it is.
There's no way that goes down as bunchy. Good ride by Dazzle, but Morley, dare I say, looked a bit quicker.
Is it a replay? Yeah, it's a replay.
Yeah, it is. Morley's first to tapes. Emerson is excluded, as he should be. So it's an even more difficult race for Emerson betting out because he's not in it.
As you do. Just stay on the bike, mate. It's not hard.
Leicester could really do with a heat advantage here, but Darryl and Morley were hammer and tongs, but Darryl had got the better of it going into the second lap before the Reds came on.
I mean, we say this, but nothing's ever the same in Speedway these days, is it?
Darryl missed the start in the initial one and got heave-hoed. He'll probably make it this time and clear off before the end of the first bend.
Probably, but you never know.
Only one
Tom Spencer might make the gate.
He could. He won't, but he could. Morley's
We're
quite
saying
far
only
back.
one certainty.
Actually, Spencer's quite far forward.
Tapes rising on heat 11. Tapes rising. Where we go. Daz has got there, and it's Spencer that looks to go blasting right around the outside there. Daz says, like, you're not coming around me, pal. You're a bit shit. As we enter the second lap, Morley's all hot on the heels of Big Dazza, but it's going to be another bloody 3-3. Can we have some 4-2s, chaps? It'd be greatly appreciated, because we haven't had many of them. But yeah, Still a 3-all as it stands with oh, that bloody dust.
Jesus
Getting,
Christ.
it's getting bad now, isn't it? Morley's trying the outside run, but I'm surprised he could see through all the dust that's been shot out by Dazza Richings out in front. In fact, I think Morley's had to go wide just to try and avoid the dust. To be honest, it's going to be another 3-all as it stands, but barring any form of slip, strips, falls, and mechanical failures. But let's be realistic. If they're going to happen to Tom Spencer, who's at the back anyway, so it won't make any difference. And it's a free.
The dust, man. The dust.
But on a positive, Morley's doubled his score.
Excellent stuff. On a negative, if he rides like that in 13, he's getting sod all out of it. Because Darrell pulled away with ease, and he's not even the best of the 2 heat leaders for Oxford.
No, he is not.
It's dusty though, and this ain't a good advert for Oxford Speedway, is it, with how dusty it is? Oxford really haven't got their track preparation right this year. It's been really dusty a lot, even before the heat wave.
Apparently though, because they've been paying all the debts off and stuff from last year, they haven't been able to invest in any material or equipment to improve the track.
Well, let's hope they can do that next year then, otherwise they're screwed, because it's Oxford's just not been an enjoyable watch this year, has it?
I mean, we used to virtually the last 2 or 3 years we've practically watched Oxford every week of our bastard lives, it felt like.
It's always Oxford over Poole on a Wednesday, ain't it?
I mean, it was last year.
Not
I think this year we've watched more, but we've watched a lot more Poole this year.
And Poole's shit as well, don't even get that twisted. Poole's track is awful, but as Dan said in his vlog, Poole needs inspecting.
Beth makes it worth watching, so I'll say.
For you, man. As expected, Wingram not done much of that this afternoon. Is the rider replacement. Line-up of Heat 12, Gate 1 in yellow, Eli Meadows, Gate 2 in red, Harry Fletcher, Gate 3 in white is the rider replacement, Ryan Ingram, and off the outside in blue is Max Broadhurst. I'm so surprised Broadhurst's kept his spot. If Wingram can trap, there's a chance for a Leicester 4-2 here.
This is where Max Broadhurst gets his first points of the year.
Is that your prediction?
Yes.
That's as bold as Alan going for 2 Glasgow away wins in our predictions league this week.
That's as bold as Alan going all the way to Poole just to watch his team get battered by 20 points.
Especially when he thought you weren't going to be there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to Poole. I mean, I was, but that's not the point.
Never there anyway and all that.
And all that. Up the Stevie D. So, heat number 12 then. Tapes fly away we go. Ingram's made a solid start there, to be fair, but who's that in? Harry Fletcher's just right up the inside there, like a knife through hot butter. We're on for another 3-3, boys and girls. Now what can Ingram do? Fletcher goes a little bit wide there, but Ryan just can't really get there, can he?
A championship rider being beat by a National League leader's embarrassing. It's got to be said.
I mean, it is a bit.
It is. He should not be getting beat here.
He's doing better tonight than what he did when he was with Scunny. So you've got to look at little wins like that. Not that the wins are actually more second places as it stands. Eli Meadows is going to get a point. His first point since Heat 2. Always look at bright sides and all of that. And my prediction of Max Broadhurst scoring the points is more of a fantasy than reality. But I've had a couple of sips of cherry cider, so race is over now.
Ingram shouldn't be losing that. That's embarrassing. There's no two ways about that. He lost that easily. He's a championship reserve. that could be in the playoffs and he's lost to a kid in his first year of National League racing? Oh,
Yeah.
Winchester's here.
No.
He is. Afternoon, gents. Didn't see the live pop up. We've only been live for nearly 2 hours.
Winnie!
You sounded far too happy about that one.
I haven't done it in a while.
Heat number 12 was won by the rider in red, Harry Fletcher. Second in white was Ryan Ingram, and third in yellow, Eli Meadows. Points divided 3 apiece. And after 12 races, it's 37 points to 35. You ain't done that in a while, have you, to be fair? Although you have been blocked on nearly everything.
The 7 TikTok's the only thing that I'm not blocked on at the minute.
Go the right way and you will get blocked on there.
And he will do it.
You're an idiot.
I know. I took after old Mr. Winchester.
And Liverpool are losing. Excellent. Useless. We're on with V number 13. Gate number 1 in red, Jody Scott. Gate 2 in white is Ben Morley. Gate 3 in blue, Darryl Richings. And off the outside in yellow, Freddie Hodder. If Morley doesn't turn up here, I worry for Leicester in this one. Oxford could be about to pull 6 points clear.
Well, who knows? We'll see what happens, eh?
Second, we get to watch Hodder for a second time on Tuesday as well.
Thanks for reminding me.
No problem. I'm trying to figure out who the bloody hell Glasgow have got in as a guest for Mario Housel on Tuesday.
Maybe Mario's making a remarkable comeback.
He's not, because Reed's in for him on Friday.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Cider.
Maybe they're going to go for Nicholas Holm Jakobsen. He's average fits, and so does Spinny Vinny actually.
Possibly, but the tapes has risen every week 13.
Carnage!
Carnage. Darryl Richings has just completely and utterly murdered Freddie Hodder. Typical Oxford rider.
I want to see a replay of that. I'm not entirely convinced that was bunching. Darryl looked at him as he cleaned him out then.
Oh, he meant that.
I want to see this again. Benman made a really good start. That's not, but for me, if I was ref, Darryl goes there.
That was as personal as when Winchester said to us, I will do it.
He knew what he was doing there. That'll probably go as all 4, but Darryl definitely diverts off his line. And Morley had aced that start. If Darryl's back, I'll tell you what, he's lucky.
Well, this is Dave Waters, who made a stupid decision last year when Cameron Eaps nearly died. If you remember.
Was he the ref then?
Yeah.
Freddie Hodder got a twin or something.
Don't know, he might have.
Because that fella looks remarkably like Freddie Hodder.
You know what I have noticed, though?
What have you noticed?
Freddie Hodder will always go and help Chris Harris out at meetings, but Chris Harris never helps Freddie Hodder out at these meetings.
You know, he probably calls it like a tutoring, like a tuition or something. Chris Harris is too good to help National League riders out though, fat fucker.
To be fair, I'd hate to think of the price that he would charge.
I can't stand that bloke, hate that bloke with a passion.
The sooner he retires, the better.
Cannot stand him. Guy's an idiot. Freddie being very tactical here and staying down to get maximum maximum time for his bike to be sorted. That's smart.
And to be fair, I think anybody with a brain, if there was a rider, they'd do that. But you'd do that if you was a rider, wouldn't you?
I'd have a lie down, man. I'd have a sit down protest. Here you go, Josh Orser. I love
He's coming.
What? What was that?
Sounds like he's on the comeback next year.
Must be skint. I love when riders have their name across their hat. Like Freddie's got their helmet cover. Freddie's got Freddie on the side of his helmet, just in case he forgets who he is.
This is why I have merch.
So
It's got my name on it, and it's got a picture of me on it, so if I ever get lost, I just look at my t-shirt and I'm like, right, that's who I'm looking for, and then I find a mirror. Oh, right, there.
Winchester says, Bomber got 1 more year left. I hope he's got no more years left. I hope he fucks off at the end of this year so we ain't got to put up with him anymore. Because the guy is a bellend. People who don't work in pit areas don't get to see what he's actually like, but behind the scenes on a race line he's a dick.
Yeah, he's not the nicest of characters, is he?
Freddie and Seth seem to have built up a good bond. Morley, Jen, Ingram and Seth having a good chinwag.
I think Seth's been to some championship meetings with Freddie, like just bannering and that.
Good way to learn the trade and comfort. Seth seems to be getting on with Seth towers over Morley.
Yes, he does.
Speedway riders are getting taller, aren't they? Anders Rowe's quite a tall chap.
I don't think anybody will ever get as tall in Speedway as Simon Lambert. He's quite the lanky man.
Although Steve Norman's quite tall, ain't he? So Seth was always going to have a few inches in his height.
I'm sure he has got a few inches, Mush.
You worry me, you do.
What? Steve likes a cider. I'm sure they've got some cans in the van.
Interesting there was not a single bit of acknowledgement between Daryl and Freddie. Not even at Are You OK or anything. Not a single bit of acknowledgement between the two.
No. Daryl knew exactly what he was doing. In the night fever, night fever.
There is a real together, like Tom Spencer's turned into Spannerman now for Freddie.
I hope he's a better spanner man than he is Speedway rider.
Speedway riders are the best Spannermen you can get, ain't they? Just asked Klima last night.
The top 3 riders at Buxton after 4 rounds of heats. To the surprise of nobody, they're the same 3 riders. Simon Lambert on 12, Dale Wood on 11, Ben Wally on 10.
Botel not riding today?
I think he was in the lineup. Let me have a butcher's.
Ingram's mechanic is working on Freddie's bike. Looks like they're changing the back wheel. Oh, they're changing bikes.
No, Botel's not in the meeting.
Oh. Yeah, Freddie's having to change bike. That's not ideal at this time of the meeting.
Absolutely not.
Reckon they're just going to set that one up ready for 15 now, get it fixed and ready to go in 15.
Get it set up now, ready for Plymouth.
Possibly. No, yeah, they're winding the clutch out.
Was Botel meant to have been in the lineup? Where did I see it in here?
Winchester says now that Oxford have completed their fixtures, do Glasgow now try and get Anders Rowan for Kyle Ewer for the rest of the season? I said that in the STS media chat the other day, Winchester. So you're just stealing my ideas to pass off for your own. I wouldn't be surprised, although Anders Rowe wasn't particularly good for Glasgow the other night. But it's better to have your own A rider. Like Palmer said, I think the other day, I think they'd probably do what you said, Palmer, just use him as a continuous guest now, rather than having to pay a signing on fee.
And if I was Anders, I'd be charging them a signing on fee anyway, just because it's Glasgow.
And they can afford it.
Well, that's if they're not sued.
Well, and I don't expect them to be honest.
Well,
There's a lot of work going on this bike.
From what I got told, they've paid one of the riders involved in the incident a hell of a lot of money to keep quiet.
Is that the one we work with or the other one?
The other one.
I wonder if the one we work with knows he could get this much money if he threatened to open his mouth.
Yeah, because
That bike's fucked.
that's knackered. That.
Oxford boys are at tapes if the 2 minutes are on and Freddie's spare bike ain't ready. He may just make this, but this is far from ideal.
Where's Big Benji?
Don't know, mate. At the tapes, by the looks of it, 'cause his bike ain't in.
He's not there.
Unless he's on the back straight.
There he
There
is.
he is, easy, yeah. Rerun all 4 riders, same 4 gates.
Dazza can count himself very, 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 very lucky.
I think for me, he should have been excluded. He's lucky that
I'd
was
have
on the first
excluded him.
turn. You'd have excluded him just because he rides for Oxford, though.
You bloody dab right.
Morley, mate.
Anybody who
Anybody who rides for Oxford gets excluded.
they deserve it.
Even though we like Jody, he rides for Oxford, so he deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morley had actually kept it down there, and Jody had got there first, but Morley made a better start than Darrell. And Freddie's on a brand new bike. He don't know how this bike is going to react, so I'd probably say it is pressure on Morley now as well.
Well, folks, I hope we're ready for a lap of commentary and then 3 laps of us complaining because we can't see through the bastard dust.
You're giving it a lap before we can't see.
Well, I'm feeling quite generous.
That is fucking generous. I'll give it till the end of the second bend, and the home straight will be caked in shit.
Oh, Hart Basher walks away for heat number 13. Tapes the way to go. Jody's made a blinding start once again. And what can Darrell Richards do as he goes round the outside there, and Freddie Odder's there in the second place position. Now what can Freddie Odder do as he looks to come underneath? Jody scores, not quite worked out there, but Ben Morley looks to come underneath Darrell Richards now. Richards goes wide, Morley to the inside, and Morley's done him beautiful. Deserve that, Dazza, knobhead, as they're going to turns 3 and 4. There's a big race out in front. Freddie's not a million miles off Jody Scott, and yeah, if Jody's not careful and just makes one little lock up or something,
Freddie
then
made the lock up.
Frederick Hoderick may have been through.
Ben's
but
off.
He's not,
Has Darrell
off.
just cleaned him out, or has Ben? That was close. I'll be interested to see if Darrell's cleaned him up or if Morley's gone himself there. Reds took a while to come on.
He's under the air fence.
Yeah.
He's knackered.
He's sitting
He's
there.
sat up.
Sat up like to Undertaker. I just saw Morley go flying and Darrell's on the inside. This angle ain't going to help us.
No, because we didn't really see the crash, did we?
I think Darrell may have passed him by the time Morley's off.
But Oxford TV production, they can sort of give you where the camera angles is, so they'll sort of sway it in the way of Darrell, so the referee excludes Ben.
I would suspect that will be awarded as well.
It should be.
There weren't really a race, was there? Freddie was clear in second. Jody had gone out to the front. It just depends whether Darrell goes or Ben goes.
Darrell, because he's a dickhead.
I wouldn't want to get into an argument with him. He's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, but he's still a dickhead.
I
Just 'cause he's an
genuinely
Oxford
don't
driver.
know which way that's going to go, you know.
Drama at Sandy Lane.
It's whether Morley was on his way down. And the replay really doesn't help the ref, does it?
No.
This could be a turning point in the meeting if this goes Oxford's way, though. Morley's up now, he looks a bit winded.
This is up. He's a decent bloke, to be fair, is Ben.
Really good with us, ain't he? Another rider we're back helping next year as well. Nice boy. Probably gets overlooked for championship as well on an average, which, to be fair, I think is better than. And there are riders on worse averages in championship teams, on higher averages in championship teams that are worse than him. And I think that's probably why he's not got the consistency he wants, because he's just not riding enough this year. Ben has been disqualified. There's one for Waters to throw in his hat for getting wrong, the useless fat cretin.
Oh, there's Dazza.
He's now going to go and apologise. It was close. These two do get along, to be fair. They're just having a little laugh. There's an acknowledgement. Morley looks like he's just woke up. To be fair, right, he rides for Oxford, don't like him. Darrell's actually a really nice guy. He was safe as houses at Brum last year.
Never met the guy.
He's a really, really nice guy. Just seems to be enjoying being back racing, because he had a few years out, didn't he?
Didn't he have like 10 years out, something silly like that?
Yeah, it was a fair old time, but he does genuinely seem to enjoy being back on his bike, on speedway bike. Emerson retains his spot here, and Oxford, considering Emerson's had a couple of offs and Max Broadhurst may as well have not bothered showing up, Oxford's top 5 have done really well.
They've done absolutely solid, to be fair.
Heat 14, gate 1 in white, Ryan Ingram, gate 2 in blue, Emerson Betty, gate 3 in yellow, Seth Norman, and off the outside in red is Ashton Vale. 2 hours and 10 minutes since we went live nearly. We're nearly there, Palmer, we're nearly harmonised.
Excellent. We thought this was going to be a painful one.
Hopefully Tuesdays a bit better than last night. I watched about 3 races from last night, and to be fair I had other things I needed to do, so it didn't really help, but they weren't the most entertaining of races, were they?
If it's any worse, I won't be talking because I'll be fast asleep.
We'll have to do a lot of filler. Oh yeah, he's started the race, he's gated, he's gone 3 laps worth of filler, result.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll surprise us. We don't really have many chances to watch Klima this year, so it's nice to get to watch him.
Nice guy is Klima, to be fair.
He is. Although,
I bet he's still left our rats at home.
I bet he's still left our rats in the Czech Republic. Although I
might go to Prague GP next year, to be fair.
Just so that he can't give you the excuse that he ain't got a...
Yes.
My hats are in the Czech Republic. Well, funny that would have it, because so are I. And then Klima won't be there.
Heat 14, then the tapes has risen. Ingram's made a gate. The first time that's happened in his lifetime. Fair play, Wingram. And... yeah, Seth having a bit of a ding-dong battle there with Emerson Betty. Yeah, Seth's left Emerson behind now, and he's looking to challenge Ashton Vale. Ingram's out there. He's just loving life now. His old Wingram.
He is back to Wingram ways.
It's about time, really, isn't it? And I think Emerson's had another
Emerson's
4 that
gave
he's
up.
pulled up and he's alright. And yeah, it's going to be a 4-2 to Lion Cubs, which will give us a last heat decider, barring any form of slip strips, falls and mechanical failures. But as I go down back straight then, for the final time, Ingram's won this at an absolute canter. Emerson's bet he's put a bit of timber on, hasn't he?
God, look at
And
the
yeah.
dust.
Oh, we love the dust.
So do Oxford by the looks of it. Don't buy food from our vending options. Buy dust.
Yes. That was a shit wheelie, Ryan. You do better at Scunny.
The result of Heat 14 was a win for the rider in white. Ryan Ingram with a winning time of 62.81, second in red Ashton Vale, and third in yellow Seth Norman. 2 points to Oxford, 4 to Leicester. With 1 heat to go, it's 43 points to 41. Seth Norman is the second highest. Wingram is now the second highest scorer for Leicester. Does Morley go in 15 with Hodder, or does Ingram go in 15 with Hodder, or does Sethery get 15? I wouldn't suspect Sethery gets 15. I think he's done for the day.
I think it'll be Ryan and Freddie.
Shall we take a very slight breather while we wait for 15 lineups?
That would be most splendid. Alright, we're back. We're back for 8:15.
Do
Yeah.
do you want to give us a rider of the meeting before this one?
Dave Waters. No, I don't know who to give it to, you know. We'll give it to Jody Scott because it's the easy option and he scored more points.
I'd have been tempted by Senna. Paid 10 on your first meeting back after like 2.5 months out. But Jody's looked imperious, ain't he?
He hasn't looked like been beaten, has he?
No, he's not. Lineup 315 going off gate 1 in red is Daryl Richings, gate 2 in white Ryan Ingram, gate 3 in blue is Jody Scott, who's still on a maximum, and off the outside in yellow is Freddie Hodder, who's dropped a couple of points today.
Yes, he rode better here when he was with the Glasgow Tigers.
I think both of Freddie's drop points were to Jody though.
You are indeed correct.
So Leicester need a heat advantage to get a 4-2 to get a draw, a 5-1 to get a win. Anything else, and Oxford pull off a win that none of us thought likely.
Certainly end Leicester's unbeaten run. And Tapes has risen for the 15th feet, and it's currently the Chargers boys that are on a 5-1. But what can Ingram do now as he goes
Hodder.
round
That's
Darryl
Hodder.
Rich? Hodder, Ingram, same thing, both got black suits on. And Hodder goes from third to second to first, back into second. It's quite a 4-2 to Chargers. And yeah, they're going to end an unbeaten run for the Leicester Lion Cubs, which stretches back to some point last year, which is quite impressive. Jody Scott's now checked out and Wayne gone. Freddie Hodder's very settled there in second place. The battle is really now for third between Ryan and Dowell. We've got one lap left to go. What can Ingram do? He's looking to go wide, but we can't bloody see it. Cheers, Oxford TV. Jody Scott's going to complete the 15-point maximum as expected, and Darryl gets that third place.
Good ride from Jody, as you'd expect. He knows his place inside and out, to be honest. Ingram battled hard there, but you can really see the positions that have let down Leicester for this meeting, Kaya. Particularly, I'd say, but Morley. 4 points from your number one is awful. Awful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think most of us predicted Leicester Cubs to win today in the Predictions League as well. Oxford weren't coming in particularly good form, but here we go. E15 was won by the rider in blue, competing a 5-ride maximum. Jody Scott, second in yellow Freddie Hodder, and third in red Daryl Richings. 4-2 back to Oxford, and the final score 47-43 and 81-99 on aggregate. Do you want to run us through the riders and scorers once you've added them all up? Only one person got 2 points today for our Predictions League, and that was Winnie. He was the only one that predicted Oxford to win.
What bellend?
He's pulled away from you now. He's left you stone last at the bottom. He's 28 points ahead of you at the bottom.
Excellent. So, for the Leicester Lion Clubs, as it says on the old telly box, Ben Morley 4, Tom Spencer at 5 and a bonus. Rider replacement was at number 3, Ryan Ingram at 9 and 2. Freddie Hodder at 15. Eli Meadows 3 and 2. And Seth Norman 7 and 2. I might have messed my programme up, but oh well, who cares?
That's the actual, that's the scores.
Oh no, they're the scores, but I must have added them up wrong. Oh well. For Oxford, Jody Scott scored 15, Senna Summers 8 and 2, Harry Fletcher 7-1, Ashton Vale 7-1, Darrell Richins 9, Emerson Betty 1, and Max Broadhurst failed to score.
That win is more impressive at the fact it was essentially a 5-man Oxford team.
Absolutely.
That's it's an impressive win, that. Winchester says, get on, lol. You got 2 points. You're still miles off the top. Don't celebrate that.
He's just celebrating the fact he's on top of me.
I've had a beautiful weekend, Palmer. 2 5-point scores have come in for me over this weekend.
I don't think I've had many of them, to be fair.
5-pointers. Where are we? There it is. You have had the same amount as Winchester, 5 each. Adams had 10, Wheeler's had 9, Luke and Alan have had 15, and I've had 13. If it helps, actually it doesn't help, you've had the most no-point scores.
Yeah.
Me and Wheeler have had the most 2-point scores, and I've had the least 0-point scores. Winchester is still 31 points off of me at the top. So
Excellent.
You can celebrate getting 2 points today, but it ain't going to make a jot of difference. That was tough, to be fair. That was a tough watch.
Well, we thought it would have been.
Yeah.
But we're still on, aren't we?
We are. Do you want to wrap us up and not go and tuck into 2 extra large donuts?
So that was Oxford versus Leicester. That was very, very, very painful. He's been Dylan. I've been Dan. I'm going to go to sleep for a bit. We might see you on Tuesday if we're not dead and all that.